Today, poets. Today is day 2 of our poetry unit. Yesterday we learned that poets look at things in a brand new, fresh, and unusual ways. So instead of seeing a leaf as Eliana and Andrina, they saw it as fairies that were floating through the air on an airplane. Isn't that cool? Okay. So today we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to get 2 different items and we're going to be practicing using our poet's eyes and writing those down. Okay. But first, before we do that, I did see some problems with my girls when they were writing. Sometimes they wrote like little scientists, and they wrote exactly what they saw instead of flipping it and putting their poet's eyes on and seeing it in a fresh new way. So let me give you an example. Thinking back to our little shell, I know you wanted to hold this. Something like this is how a scientist might see the shell, where they write exactly what they actually see. Okay? They might say it has sand, it's smooth, I wonder how it got its color, there's lines all over it. That's the scientist's way, okay? But a poet may say, oopsie, I see a tiny ear, or I see a path all the way around that leads to an underground world. Do you see the difference? Okay? So that's what we want to practice today before you go off and do your own writing. Remember this leaf from yesterday? So a scientist might see that it's 1 inch long, but a poet may see it's tiny enough to be a tree for a village of snails. Actually, that could be a possibility. So if you notice the edges of the leaf, they look like they're sawtooth. So a scientist may say it has sawtooth edges, but a poet's eyes, if you look at your poet's eyes, you might see it's as if someone scissored the edges to make them pretty. Do you see the difference there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Scientists will say it's dark green on one side, whereas the poet may say it's painted on a deep forest green. That's pretty cool. They may say the veins stick out as a scientist, but as a poet, you may say there's roadways to the insect world. Okay, so that's a little bit different for your scientist versus your poet's eyes. So if you look at a safety pin, you see it in your poet's eyes. This is what Valerie Worth said. Okay, and so instead of a scientist, she sees it in a brand new way. She says, "Closed, it sleeps on its side quietly, the silver image of some small fish. Opened, it snaps its tail out like a thin shrimp and looks at the sharp point with a surprised eye." Okay, what a different way to see a safety pin. So today, I'd like you to do, like we did yesterday, have your piece of paper and draw a line right down the middle and sketch out a pine cone. And maybe you have a pine cone in your yard you could go grab or find. So you can actually pick it up and feel it. And I want you to see this with your poet's eyes. Okay? And then, I wonder if you have a stapler. Maybe even like a little one. And look at it from all different directions. Maybe you can open it. Okay? You can see the little thing go like this. And see it with your poet's eyes. What were you thinking this was like?
Looks like a snake mouth coming open because snakes swallow their food whole, so they have to open their mouth really big.
So do you see how that's different then? It just looks like an open shape. It looks like the snake swallowing its prey. Okay, what a difference, right? It's so much fun. And if you have a choice object at home that you want to do, but just besides these 2, then you can do that. So take your piece of paper, draw it in half, put a line in half, draw each of these, and then write down all of your notes about what you see with your poet's eyes, not your scientist's eyes. And then tomorrow, you'll come back and I'm going to teach you and the girls how to take all those notes and turn it into a real poem. Okay? Yay! Okay, great. Have fun, poets. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye!
Bye.